Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Transformers Reveal the Shield Special Ops Jazz Transforming Action Figure Set. This set is a Deluxe class Transformer and was first available, I believe, in the end of 2010. I got this set in 2011 and I cannot remember where I purchased this, probably Toys R Us if I had to guess. And probably paid anywhere from $12 to $13 for the set. Taking a look at Jazz here in the packaging, you can see that he is in his alt mode, that of a race car, and he does come with a blaster, which is pretty cool. And at the top you can see the Transformers Reveal the Shield subline packaging there, pretty nice. And the Reveal the Shield is actually on the top of the vehicle there. Very cool. Here we have the back of the package with a description of Special Ops Jazz there. And we have a picture of Jazz in his bot mode with some features. The blaster here that's included, and speakers that do deploy, which is pretty cool. And we also have Jazz here in his alt mode, and it's a street rally mode. And you can see here the Reveal the Shield feature for this subline. Over here we have statistics for Special Ops Jazz. Now we'll be right back and have Special Ops Jazz here out of the package. Alright, we're back and we have Special Ops Jazz here out of the package in his alt mode, that of a street rally mode. And before we take a look at the figure here, let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction sheet that comes included with the Special Ops Jazz. And it's a sheet here, printed on both sides. One showing you how to change Special Ops Jazz from his vehicle mode or alt mode. Let me just turn this down a little bit, to his bot mode. And as you can see at the top, he's rated level 3 on the transformation, which is intermediate. And this page here shows you how to transform him from alt mode to bot mode, which is pretty cool. And the other side shows you how to transform him in reverse, basically from his bot mode to his alt mode, that of a vehicle, which is pretty nice. Now taking a look at Jazz here in his alt mode, let me just turn this back up, and we have here a nice looking vehicle mode for Jazz. And as you can see, he's in his iconic colors of white, blue, red, and a bit of black, which is very, very cool. And he also has his iconic number scheme on there, which is very nice. And for the Reveal the Shield, this is a very nice version of Jazz. I really like it. There are a little bit of misses here and there with the I guess vehicle mode, but not too many. Overall, it's a very nicely designed figure. You can see here, very racy looking here, very, very nice. You can also see the windows for this vehicle. It's transparent plastic, tinted in blue, which is nice. You can see the insides of Jazz there through the windows, but not too bad. And also you can see the headlights, which are also translucent plastic, which is really cool. Looks like a darker blue tint on there. Very nice. As well as, I don't know if you can call them fog lamps, but those are in translucent plastic as well. Very, very cool. And all this nice detail with the translucent plastic still doesn't offset some of the misses, the lack of detail, especially as the back here you can see lack of painted detail in the back. It's just plain white plastic. No paint on the exhaust ports here, or the not headlights, but brake lights or tail lights. There is no painted detail whatsoever on there. Sculpted detail, but no paint, which is unfortunate. Or any paint detail on the front grille. So you have a combination of really nice, I guess, detail mixed in with lack of detail to make it, I guess, a basically averages itself out. So you can see the tires here. They are free rolling, which is neat, and it does roll. Rolls freely here, but a little bit friction here on the front due to the low clearance, and also the combination of the blaster storage. You can see where you can store the blaster underneath the hood. It's a little bit running into the surface, so it does provide a little bit friction on the free rolling wheels though. But looking at some of the details on the free rolling wheels, you can see just painted or cast in black plastic, no painted detail on that either, which I don't mind. I actually like how these are all black except for at the hub on there. So some folks, I think, would have liked maybe a silver trim on the wheels, but I actually prefer them all black. I think it actually looks quite nice as it is. And you can see also the detail on the stripes, the racing stripes on here, and a little bit of missed detail here. You can see it looks like two parts of the paint on this stripe here, and it kind of doesn't mesh well together. You can see some paint slop, I guess you can call it, on actually both sides. You can see here how it's a slightly different color on the plastic, even though these are just one section of plastic separated by two different tones of blue on there. Very interesting. Oh, at the top you have the Reveal the Shield sticker on there. It's a little warm out today. It's summer actually, so you can actually see the faction symbol without even having to press onto the sticker there. But I guess in a cooler temperature, this is all black, and what you would do is actually apply some heat by pressing down on it, and that should reveal the faction that this particular Transformer belongs to. And you can see he belongs to the Autobots, which is not surprising for Jazz. Would have been surprising to see a Decepticon symbol there, but he's an Autobot. So, but still, really nice detail overall. Even here on the side mirrors, they got painted black there on the side mirrors. Kind of cool. You got a spoiler in the back there. Overall, a really nice, racy looking vehicle that's kind of marred by a lack of detail in some areas, especially this back area here. Underneath, you could see kibble on there. You can see the head here, the arms, and the legs here, and the blaster for storage underneath. And as you can see, it doesn't go all the way into the hood. It does stick out a little bit for the blaster there, and parts of the figure on there. But overall, it does roll okay, despite the low clearance on there. Very nice vehicle mode for Jazz here, and I guess a iconic homage to his roots as a Transformer. Pretty cool. I almost forgot to mention that in his alt mode you can deploy his speakers, which is kind of neat, and let me just show you how to do that. And basically you open the doors, and you can see the speakers on the insides of the door there, which is pretty neat. And you just basically pull that out like that, and then you flip it over on there. You do the same on this side, and you just close the doors, And then you have these speakers here that you can actually deploy. I guess to use maybe as a sonic weapon or just to jazz out to some tunes. But that's pretty cool how you can deploy the speakers in his alt mode. Now we'll be right back and have Jazz here in his bot mode. Okay, we're back and we have Special Ops Jazz here in his bot mode. And if you don't know me by now, I am a major Decepticon fan. I really like the Decepticons, but when it comes to Autobots, Jazz is my favorite. And I don't know if it's just my bias for Jazz, but this has got to be one of the nicest looking Autobot, or just basically Transformer figures of the recent lines. It's just really a great figure. Just the look of the figure in bot mode, and also just posability and articulation. I think it's got to be one of the best articulated Transformers for posability in bot mode that I've run into so far. And I think this particular Spec Ops Jazz edges out the Transformers animated Jazz as probably my favorite Jazz figure. Just a really great figure, and just really, really worth getting. Let's go ahead and take a look at Jazz here in his bot mode and get a closer look here, and you can see Jazz, I guess, in his iconic look of course, the color scheme of red, blue, white, and black, and it just, the mix of colors on this figure just really look good. It really look nice, especially the layers of black here mixed with the white, and not too much blue and red in this particular mode compared to like his vehicle mode, but still it's a really nice color combination, and it's just very, very cool. I can't say anything really bad about it. There's only one thing I have an issue with, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but overall it's excellent figure. Take a look at some of the details here, starting off with the head sculpt, and you can see Jazz's face there, which is, I guess, his iconic look with the goggles there, and it does have a light piping, but due to the light source in the direction that it's going in, it's very hard to see, but there is blue light piping on the back here. You shine a light into the back there, and that should light up his goggles there, and very cool. And one thing here about this particular version of Jazz, he looks rather stoic, a little bit serious, which is not how I always picture Jazz. I always pictured him to be a cool character, not too serious, more of a happy type of person, and cool cat. And but this his expression is very stern. I noticed. I think it's the sculpt of the mouth, and but it's still, it's a very nice painted in silver, his chin area and his mouth area, and it's very, very cool. And you can see the, I guess, the standard setup for Jazz, where they have the front of the alt mode there as part of his torso, which is very cool, and very, very nice. And you can see here the wings that are part of Jazz, and which are normally the doors there, and I have the speakers deployed in this mode as well. Very nice. And also you can see he's wielding his blaster here, and pretty cool. And I have it configured just a little bit differently than the instructions. The instructions show you how, I think the default mode is like this, where the barrel is a little bit up higher, and you can see some details of this blaster, but it's a little flimsy that way. I just change it and pull it out to straighten it out, and that's how I prefer it. It locks better into place on there, and I think it looks cooler that way anyway. So but some details on this blaster. It's actually kind of cool, and he wields it very well. On there, you just slip it into his hand, and he's ready to take on some Decepticons there. Very, very nice detail. Even the back here, where typically there would be a backpack type of thing, but it's just the hood of or top of the car, and it's not too bulky or anything, which is very nice, and covers the insides pretty well. So it's very, very cool. And moving down here to the legs, you can see he's got some bulk to his legs, especially the lower legs here, which is nice, and you can see the wheels here. Very cool. So he doesn't look frail in any way, and for a special ops type of figure or character, I think it's just really, really nice, and just looks very much like I guess the iconic Jazz, and that you see from the older cartoon shows. Of course, it's not totally accurate, but it gets that vibe across. So it's actually pretty nice. Very, very cool. I really like this Jazz. Now, going over the articulation, this is a really nice thing I like about this particular figure. Is this guy has a lot of articulation for a Transformer, but also more range of movement compared to other Transformers. There are some Transformers that have a lot of articulation as well, a lot of articulation points, but the range of movement is kind of limiting. But for this particular figure, it's actually a nice range of movement, and you can get the figure in a lot of great poses. But going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. Can go all the way around. Can go up and down pretty well. A little bit side to side, so that's nice. The arms are on a ball socketed joint at the shoulder, and you can twist that all the way around on there. The doors, you'd have to move a little bit out of the way, and this wheel here does impede a little bit of the movement all the way around, but you can get around it. And the arms also do go out and in. There is a swivel hinge for the bicep, which is nice. There are basically two joints at the elbow, so you really can get some poses and deep bends on the arm there, so that's very nice on there. You can see that. The hands are on a ball joint, so they can rotate around. You can go all the way around, and even in and out a bit, so that's very nice as well. Now, the torso here, I don't think is actually meant to be moved. I think it would have been nice to have this locked into place, but that's the issue I have. I wish there was some sort of tab to go in to lock Jazz's torso into place. Otherwise, it's just a little loose on there, which is unfortunate. Now, one articulation point a lot of Transformers don't have is a waist articulation, but Jazz here has waist articulation. You can get it pretty much all the way around, so that's very nice. The legs are on a ball socketed joint at the hip, so you can get the leg up, down to the back, and there's a hinge to allow it to go out to the side, which is nice. There is, if you can call it, thigh articulation. It can go all the way around. That's very nice. Two joints in the knee area. You can bend the leg back very far, although the bulk of the lower leg does impede it a little bit, but still, two joints at the knee, which is nice on there. And the feet they can go up and down on a hinge joint on the front, and also in the back as on the heel area to allow a balance of the figure. So very great articulation. Nice range of movement, and just a great design on this. Really makes this Jazz my favorite Jazz figure so far. Like I said, edging out the animated version of Jazz. This is being my favorite so far. Just really great figure. If you can find it, I recommend picking this guy up. It's a really cool action figure. And this is my casual peek into the Transformers Reveal the Shield Special Ops Jazz. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.